Hello, my friends. I'm back in studio live. Well, I guess this is recorded, so not really live, but I'm in studio from being at Brickworld Chicago. What an amazing experience. And right now, I need to sort some of the brick that I was able to get in a $10 cup. So this isn't all of it. I've already I've pulled out a few bricks here and there, but join me here as I kind of talk about my experiences at Brickworld Chicago. Was just a blast. Shout out to everybody that I met. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining. It is going to be a wild ride. I am so inspired by everything that occurred at Brickworld Chicago, from all the great people, all the great builds. It just it felt, there's so many amazing people out there, and it's real special to be a part of it. And now on Father's Day, I get a little alone time, get to do some sorting. I wish I was doing some building right now, but reality is you have to get things sorted so you can get to the cool. You need stuff that sucks to get to the stuff that's cool. You got to stay organized. That's been kind of a problem lately for me, and it's really stunted my ability to do building. And so I need to stay very aware of that, and it's always good to stay as organized as possible. It'll really help you in your building. Kind of going over some really cool parts that I was able to get in this $10 cup. I pulled out a lot of these 2x4 bricks. One of the things is I was in the black bin, and I also got some really good wing pieces out of there. That was kind of the highlight. That's really what drew me in, because those things are at least 20, 30, maybe even 40 cents a piece, at least. I haven't seen them in too many sets. I know it's in the Inquisitor and a few others. Darth Vader's castle had a bunch of it, and I am building a large Darth Vader's castle, so I was in on getting a couple of those, plus any black that I could get. I was in. I also raided the dark gray bin as well, so there's a bunch of those. You can never have enough 2x. I feel like 2x bricks and 3x bricks are some of the cornerstone bricks to have in your collection. You can really never have enough. I feel like I'm always running out. I got this circular black, which was nice. That could be useful. I wish I would have scored a second one of these. These are good for ships. But I only got one, I think. We'll see as we're kind of diving in. Oh, some of these are always good. Yeah, it was just an exciting experience. It was a long experience, so many days off of work. And now I'm going to be behind at work, so I'm going to be busy. It'll set me back. Oh, I don't know why I got that. Those are good, but the only thing is you need the other side of it, otherwise it's kind of useless. A lot of 1x2s. Whoops. 1x2s are flying. I did get some circular black. They had a bag of it, so I lined my cup with that. So there's a bunch of it, this is very useful. I mean, I already have some black, but it's good to get a ton of it, frankly. Almost should have gotten a full cup of just these 1x's, because for some mocks, or if you were into mosaics and you needed black, why not, right? You need a ton of 1x's. Grabbed a few white parts. At some point I'll be doing a very small mock on Hoth. It's kind of the plan. I want to do like a little outpost. Kind of want to do a 501st outpost too. That could be something. These are things to keep in mind. I'm inspired, but I remember one of the things I should do is make sure, you don't have to do big mocks. Some of the smaller mocks were great too, as well. And I think sometimes they're not as featured. It doesn't feel as impressive, but a lot of the smaller mocks, like the fine detail and some of the talent and skill and technique that was used in those mocks, were just absolutely wonderful. One thing I did do, because I just feel like I'm always out of 3x, is I grabbed a few red 3x. I feel like I never have enough of these. So that'll be good. Let's see, those can go in here. I wanted to get a good amount of different slopes. I feel like I will never have enough of that. The other part I was looking out for were these. These are awesome for, you see them in brickheads, but they're also big in ships. I also feel for detailing mocks that this would be a good part to have, because you can across the top you can layer these in, and kind of think of it as a finishing part. It opens up the possibilities. These are joint pieces in black, which is nice. I already have a lot, and then getting these inverted pieces as well, always really good. So we'll put those over here. There was also a brown, and I've got some of these for landscaping. Really can't have enough of these thick brown parts, and a lot of them are in very different condition. I was worried about getting some brown because brown breaks. So you do have to be careful there. Of the dark blue, mostly got some like 1x4s. It's another good brick to get for ships. I also kind of feel like Republic buildings, dark red and blue are kind of the color to get. I really should think about massing up some dark red. It would be really good. Although that's one of the brittle ones as well, so you do have to be careful. All right, let's look for. There's more of those. The black, we'll take it. I got a lot of these these kind of plates, triangle plates, or it's not really triangle. What is it? Is that a trapezoid? Go. Brown slopes. Slopes. Those are 4x's. We'll put all the 4x's here. Oh, and then they had these, a bunch of them, so I figured I'd grab some. These are surprisingly useful. Now, you see these in microfighters quite a bit. I've noticed them just kind of popped in on some ships. These jumper plates. It was the only thing the Lego store had that I was like, it'd be nice to get a bunch of that. But ultimately, I passed on the Lego store. The Lego store in Woodfield Mall was kind of crappy, to be honest. The mall in Northbrook, the Lego store in Northbrook Mall was actually better. I was surprised. I would say from a set perspective, the Woodfield Mall wasn't bad, right? Because it was really long and narrow. But their pick-a-brick wall, I felt, was really lacking. And it was insane how similar the parts were that came out. So it was the same. It was just like, no. So I was not in on it. I passed on all things. I should have gotten a ton. They had a ton of these bricks as well. So I'm still getting notifications from the Brickworld Chicago. So if I look at my phone, because it's Sunday and they're still going. The crazy part, it's something good to remember, is that you're supposed to keep your mocks up until 3 p.m. Essentially, they kick everybody out. They do an all clear, and then everybody, I'm assuming, frantically packs everything up to go home. So I know a lot of people who were in, a lot of the builders, stayed until Monday. I don't know how easy it is for a lot of folks to break down, but some of those bigger sets builds have to be really hard to get. A lot of these curved finishing, I figure I may have uses for those. It's kind of good when you get like pick-a-brick cups or just cups in general to kind of go all in. There we go. We got one of those. A couple of these cornering pieces. I have a single bin for all my slopes, so it's going to be a good addition for slopes. There we go. Inverted. Let's see. Here's another cornering piece. Got a couple 2x, not many. But a few. But yeah, again, it was the Lego store. The PAB wall was like the same. It was all the same parts, which is really disappointing to see. In the Chicago area, they should try to vary it a little bit. I mean, just a tad. I don't expect a lot, but I mean, varying it just a little bit would be nice. Help us out. Look a brother up with some different parts. I mean, I totally would have gotten a cup. It's not to say that there were terrible parts. It's just, again, the same ones that I'm used to. Always need inverted. Wonder if I get an even amount. Oh, cornering piece in black. Only problem is getting odd versions of it. Whoops. I guess you could always go back for more. Or it could be another set or something like that. Okay. We're almost done. Home stretch. Big tan piece. Can never have enough of those. I feel like I need a bunch of these. I wonder. I'd really love to get a lot of tile. That's the thing. Tile. But these are nice 2x jumpers are nice to get. Let's see, did I get some black 2s? Inverted. Oh, I did get a couple of the headlight bricks. Those are nice to get. I feel like this is one of the most important bricks. Underrated bricks out there. They are awesome. Speaking of awesome, there he is. Coming in.
Do you know where my microphone is?
What microphone? What microphone are you talking about, buddy? Let's see. Okay. Let's go here. How are we doing? Jumper. Man, I wish I had a bunch. Let's see who came through. Oh. It's the other thing. Almost everybody you met at Brickworld Chicago is into social media. So, I would say, I feel like I'm really small in general, both on YouTube and I think my YouTube has more followers than my Instagram, but I would say a lot of people wanted to follow each other from a personal level and on Instagram. One of the things that I kind of discovered is that it feels like there's a lot of momentum for streamers to move to Twitch. So I thought that was interesting because I really thought many folks were nervous around some of the recent news around Twitch. I mean, again, those are just rumors. And maybe it is when it was explained to me that it's the bigger channels that are kind of causing some of the rumors that Twitch is not always the best place. But it feels like, from everything I heard, everybody wanted to go to Twitch. Oh, look. A Whatnot sticker. There you go. True story, I have not purchased on either Whatnot or Bricklink, surprisingly enough. Bricklink, the one issue I have is really it comes down to shipping and just ease of ordering. It's a little bit different. And I just, it just hasn't happened yet. I really do need to do a Bricklink order. Bricklink is a great place. I could easily knock out a bunch of the figures that are on my list because I feel like figures are really a good deal if you can order from the same store. If they've got a couple that you like and some parts. So it could be a way to go. I got a lot of slopes. That's good. I don't want to run out of slopes if I need them. I don't think I'll need a ton, but just in case. Just in case I need a bunch. Kind of bolstered my collection to an extent. And I have a whole bin on slopes, so... fumble. Got a good amount of 2x. That's good. You can literally never have enough 2x. Seriously. I found this. I wish I got another one. I need 2. Shoot. That's a good part. Very useful. I've seen some techniques that use that part before. It'd almost be good for the caves that I'm making. Got one of these. These are like finishing pieces. More 1x's. Got a pair of those. These are always good. These grill pieces, good finishing greebling pieces. Another headlight brick. I think we're done. That's an interesting piece. It's a cornering piece for castle, I suppose. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I didn't grab too many of there were some pieces that were kind of like this one. It was an old 80s. I mean, this is not easy color to get anymore. Put that over here. Ooh, look at that. 2x2 single. All right, I think we're done. We're going to start putting away. And, oh, here we go. I think we did really well for $10. And then also this week I will be showing the one thing at Brickworld Chicago that was a really fun experience was doing my first ever parts draft. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to put this away. I won't torture you with watching me fumble around and put all of this away and get it organized. Thanks so much for joining me on this little sort and chant and rant about Brickworld Chicago. Stay tuned for the next video up. Should be my experience in a Lego parts draft, which I guess means more sorting. So good luck. If you like sorting, this is the place for you. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.